Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Stardew Valley. It is the last day of summer and the day of the festival. A quick update on some things I did off screen. I took some gems to go get checked. I also visited the ice cream stand as that was opened, finally. At least one day I got to see it. Looks like Alex was running it. So I grabbed some of that, did some work around town, and then I also made sure I had all of the resources needed, both the wood and the stone, to go ahead and build a barn. As you can see, I have a crap ton of money, actually. So we're going to go drop 6,000 of that on getting the barn built, because that'll be the next stage. So, dear Mike, tonight at 10 o'clock p.m., a rare and beautiful event will take place. The Moonlight Jellies will be passing by Pelican Town on their long journey south for the winter. We're all gathering at the beach to watch. You don't want to miss this. I'm assuming like maybe the water will be filled with glowing things. So 10 p.m. tonight between 12 midnight will be the event, so we'll be sure to stop by for that. Wanted to take a quick peek at all of my crops. Everything is fully grown that needed to be before the end of the season. The corn over here that's not fully grown and the corn down here that's not fully grown will continue to grow into the fall. This is the ancient seed, still has not grown. I'm not sure if this is only a summer crop or if it's like every season but winter. I couldn't find any details on it in my journal, but it's right here, and maybe it'll die, maybe it'll keep growing. The star drop that was here was only a summer crop. I also went and donated the items I got to the museum. And brought those items, and as a reward I got this thing. This is like really interesting. You can make it change to play different things. So not sure what to do with that. I'm just leaving it there for now. Let's see, what else? Nothing else really happened that's worth mentioning. Yeah, that's really about it. I just made a ton of money, so and my house area is like completely clear of debris and really getting low on trees. Luckily, there's a bunch of stuff starting to grow soon. I'm going to clear those stumps at some point, but I think for right now, what I'm going to do is do the daily stuff around my shop for the last time of the spring, or of the summer. I also went ahead and bought these 2 seeds, just in case we want to make more flower plots, but I decided not to buy all the seeds because I looked at what we need to do to complete the greenhouse, and it's at least going to be an entire season before we get the greenhouse done. It was going to be a long time, so I figured let me just, don't need to buy all the seeds, not really worth it, and I decided not really to keep much because if we need to, it'll just come around for another season, because we never even got the 5 here, so unfortunately. Maybe for the corn, but yeah, I also realized we need a corn because it's part of the fall crops, so I'm going to leave 1 corn in here. So let me do the daily crops, and then we'll head over and get the barn since we have time to kill until 10 p.m. tonight. Oh yeah, I also wanted to mention that I went ahead and cooked, let's see, what else did I cook here? I cooked the roots platter with the 2 things that I had, and I noticed that if you put stuff in the fridge, and you go over here and try and cook it, it'll pull items from the fridge and your inventory. So I had the 2 roots in here, but they were not in my inventory. So I went ahead and like was able to cook it because they were just in the fridge. So you can, that's an interesting thing to note when you do go ahead and make your cooking. And just looking at everything else we can go ahead and cook, there's not much else to it. But speaking of cooking, I learned how to cook bread. So now we know how to do that. I'm going to go ahead and bring another omelet to Marnie. I've been trying to remember to bring her stuff every single day. By the way, the weather does say that it will be clear tomorrow. for the first day of fall, which again, I am very excited to see. All right, time to go ahead and get the barn ready. Not sure I'm gonna put it. I forgot about thinking about where to put it again. But we're gonna go ahead and construct this. So now we get to pick where it goes. I don't think, obviously here's not a good location, but actually shoot, here might be reasonable. I don't know if it'll let me, yeah, it won't let me just put it like anywhere over here. It's too close to the greenhouse. Could actually place it like down here. If I cleared the grass out, I could go back and do that. Or shoot, or I could just put it like right over here. Of course, that's in the way. That's the door for it. Shoot, I think I might have to go back and clear out a spot for it. I completely forgot about that. Or maybe I'll put it like down here. Sure, how about right here? That'll be pretty lined up with a nice little path out of the north. I can move the gate and then have a fenced in area for them possibly. I wonder if I could, I guess the coop. Let's try here. I'm just kind of winging this. I didn't really plan this out too much. So I guess dark hatch. Ah man, if there was a lamp here, I would definitely have bought it. I wonder if I went ahead and like I don't know all the buildings that we're going to be building. Maybe that's all of them that she has listed, but the well will be the next thing I build. I'm going to build a well over on the west side to plant some crops, probably with some try to have some room. And because it'll look cool, I'm going to drop this off in here, the corn that is, and then probably just head back and do some foraging until it's time to go to the event. While I do want to save up a bunch of money to buy crops in the fall, I think I'm going to buy a tree, and one of these ones for the spring probably looks good. Let's do apricot, just because I want to do a tree, so we might as well just start cheap and buy something basic. And I think I'm going to plant this over by the graveyard of my grandfather, and we'll just have to make sure we check it every day to keep the area around it completely clear of any debris or trees trying to grow or grass trying to grow, and it'll continue to grow properly. We shouldn't have a problem with that. So I'm going to go run over here and we're going to plant it. I don't think we have to water it every day. I just think we have to take care of it. And then that will do a good enough job at keeping it growing. But of course I will keep an eye on it to check that. Did we give it affection to this yet? Yeah, we did. 1.5 hearts. So that thing will continue to grow. Alright. So I think that might actually be fine down there because we can keep a fenced in area for them to roam around. This really should have probably gone on the other side of this road because it's kind of like out in an open area, but oh well. That'll have to be fine for now. So I'm thinking over here might be a good place for crops. I think if we plant it right here, right, it says 8 adjacent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think that's all we need to do. I think this might be cool if we like line this with like some of the trees and make this little orchard over here. Maybe I'll start over here actually. Let's start right here. Yes. So we planted it. I don't know if I have to water it. Okay, watering doesn't seem to make a difference. I just have to keep this area clear around it, and we'll see if it grows. It'll take all of the fall to grow, and then we won't see anything happen until the spring. I was going to wait till the winter, but then I was a little nervous about that happening and things not growing in the winter, because people mentioning there might not be any crops in the winter. Not sure what to expect with the growing season in the winter. Didn't quite want to risk it. Alright, just about time for the festival here. 10 o'clock, the dance of the Moonlight Jellies has begun at the beach. To the beach! Alright, it's dark, everyone's quiet. I don't see anyone. Oh, here they are. Okay, everyone's like candles in the water to watch them arrive, possibly? Oh yeah, they lit up everything, even the little boat down there. A rare and exciting thing that happens every year, I think. Marnie, what are you doing? Heavy load of people from ancient wooden dock. She's a little worried about it coming down, is she not? our babies this year. I guess we had to talk to Lewis. I'm just double checking around to see if there's anything interesting happening, like a little shop somewhere or something that we're missing. God, he's so old and rude. Oh, that's cool. Now we finished this. Oh, why is he in the corner? He's such a quiet, nice old man. Someone must have really hurt him in his past. Everyone's here. It is past your bedtime. You're going to be working on my barn all day tomorrow. Oh, she's all the way out here by herself. Another summer is gone. My summer is just about to begin. Okay, let's go talk to Lewis and get the event underway. Now that I've talked to everyone and there doesn't seem to be a sign of a shop anywhere or anything special like from some of the first two events we saw. I haven't even seen, where's Pierre? Was he down here? Maybe? I don't know where he was. He was somewhere. Let's just talk to the blacksmith just because. Oh, you're all alone too. He's with the fishermen. But these fish like to come towards the light, so we attract them. Once we launch the candle boat, they'll come up to the dock and say hello. I guess they follow the light. So, yes, launch the boat. Let's get this underway. I'm ready for fall. What happened to all the lights everywhere else? I guess they put them out? Here they come. Oh, they just look like, I thought they'd be like little purple things. I guess they kind of are. That's kind of cool. They're just swimming around by the water. Oh, here probably come a bunch of them. Oh, we had baby ones too. What was with that kind of special one near me? And the Moonlight Jellies counter the great unknown. So I guess there's really nothing in that event other than to visit the villagers and enjoy a nice little peaceful event. And we already are going to be starting out the night exhausted. But it's time to drop this stuff off because it is time. Oh yeah, look at this. Look how fast this attacks. So I think this thing is probably not worth keeping, even though it looks really cool, so I might be keeping it just for the heck of it. But I'm going to bring both in the mine and test out both, and then decide if I'm either selling it or keeping it. But it is now time to sleep. It is now time to get ready, because tomorrow is the first day of a brand new season. One of the most exciting things I think that can happen in this game, and a level up in farming. Why are we not leveled up on a few other things? We really haven't gotten in combat. Oh no, I did get combat recently, because I had that +5 health. And we were able to make that ring. But anyway, new watering can and hoe proficiency up, a crafting recipe for a loom, and then quality retaining soil level 2. So I guess it's going to retain the water better so we can water less, which might be good to put in, especially if we're doing a lot of farming this month. Of course, we grab some new music. Now into the fall season here. What's on television? Cloudy with gusts of wind throughout the day tomorrow. Different weather can be expected for the fall. Living off the land. Let's talk sunflowers. When you harvest them, you'll not only get a nice flower, but you'll likely get some seeds as well. You can replant those seeds or sell them. I'm sold. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Might be able to plant those for the upcoming month. Oh, look at everything. It's so pretty. Everything's orange. I like it, and the music's so quaint. Well, the ancient seeds look like they grow into the next season. And looks like we need to... Oh, whoops, no, we want this. Looks like we're gonna have to destroy all of the dead things. And look, you can see the grass and the stones. I was right, at the end of the season, they all reappear. So check this out, they all are reappearing everywhere. So we have some, oh look at the trees, they're so pretty. And there's little pine cones on the pine trees. So I definitely have to spend some time to go around the farm and clean it up a little bit by getting rid of some stones and some grass, but I might also let it grow in a little bit because we're a little short on a little bit of resources. I always have the rest of the town to go around and gather them. And she is here now, working on our farm. Let's check with her. Under construction. Everything looks so nice. Make sure that tree stays clear. We got grass growing over here. Oh no, our flowers died. Now, is that just for fall, and we can leave them there and they'll come back in the spring, or are they like dead for good? Because that'll make me really upset if that's the case. I think I'm going to leave them there though, and we'll just have to wait and see if that happens into the upcoming year. Check in here. Oh yes, we got a purple one. I think we've completed another bundle at the community center. I think we have. I think it was the... No, it was the... Well, fall crops. It was the... No, it wasn't. It wasn't the pantry. It was the crafts. No. Okay, well, we'll bring one of these. Dang it, what was it? Oh, yeah, the exotic foraging. We'll bring that, and we'll have completed it. So we'll go. I'll note that these need to be dropped off, so we can complete another one of these things. And how's our chicken doing? Still got us an egg. Now, I wonder if grass is going to disappear in the winter, because if it is, then I'm going to harvest all of this to get a ton of hay. But if it's going to live through the winter, I might leave patches of it, because I kind of like it. But it might all die for the winter and kind of be realistic. Oh, hey! Oak resin. Now, was there something that someplace that this needed to go? Maybe somewhere? I always forget where these things go. Oh, it needs to go here too, so we need 2 purple mushrooms. But we'll go ahead and complete the bundle first before we start the second one. Oh yeah, it goes here. So we got 3 things to bring. So let me clean up all these crops. We have a ton of corn to harvest. And yeah, I'll clean up all of these crops. And then we'll go into town, take a look at the new seeds, and we'll go drop this stuff off. Look at the birds. Oh, everything's so grown. The music has changed. This game has a really good atmosphere. It really hits the nail on the head as far as the atmosphere across the different seasons and different areas in the game. Well, we're going to go ahead and complete a bundle here, along with bringing some new items. I did find a common mushroom along the way, by the way. So we'll go ahead and complete this bundle, which means this tree, the bridge repair, we're actually about to do pretty soon. Once we get into the winter, we'll be able to do it pretty easily. 5 Autumn's Bounty, a taste of the season. 2 defense plus 2 foraging. 220 energy each. Holy crap. Bring these with us. This is like an emergency. Completely refuel your energy and health when you're down in the cave. And increase your defense. Now, is that temporary? And does that temporary increase your foraging? Or is that like experience in your skills? Not really sure on that one. What else do we need to donate? Oh yeah, the oak resin. I think that was a bulletin board object. And then I need to go run and crack those geodes, which I found just by like on the beach. Not on the beach, like around my town. Just when I was at town, I found them at my house while just clearing some of the region. So we're also going to check over here and do some foraging, see if we get lucky with anything on the first day. It is only the first day of the season, so not much is expected to be around, but you never know. Also going to have to take a run to the, oh look, these are, oh that's nice. It is very easy to let them slip by, especially when you're working like this. this open? Yeah, it's just a summer thing. Alright, process geodes. Next rainy day, I promise I'm getting my thing upgraded. My watering can. Alright, time to go check the seeds at the shop. Alright, here we are with the new shop. Pumpkin, corn, which we've seen, eggplant, bok choy, yam, cranberry, wheat, which we've seen, sunflower, fairy seeds, amaranth seeds, grape starter. Jesus, there's so many. Okay, well, I'll tell you right now, we're going to do at least 3 of each, like we did last time, just to get them in our book, in case there's any that are needed in the community center, and just to try them out. Yields more seeds at harvest, which is probably really nice. And those are expensive. I think all of them, none of them like go into the winter, right? So cranberries will produce more after harvest. Bok choy goes really fast. And grape. Alright, now what do I want to grow more of? I think I want to grow more of the grape. And then I think I want to grow more of the sunflower. And then I think the rest I'm going to buy in these. They grow in 4 days. Actually, these only cost 20 and I wonder what they sell for, because this is really cheap. 5 days and produce more after harvest. Well, we'll get some of both. How about that? And because it's pumpkins. Alright, there we go. That's like all of my money. So we got a bunch of crops to plant. I like how the times at which it gets dark and the game considers it to be night changes from season to season. As you can see, it gets darker earlier in the fall than it did during the summer, which makes perfectly good sense. Got a blackberry, so we're going to drop that in there. And we're going to go put this in our fridge for food. And one thing I neglected to do was check the calendar at the start of the month, which I obviously need to go do. Let's see, Marnie's birthday's this month on the 18th. We're going to have to remember that. We have the Stardew Valley Fair on the 16th, and then Spirit's Eve on the 27th. Robin's and George's birthday. So yeah, nothing happening all too much at the start of the month. Things get exciting towards the end. I'm going to try and plant these before it gets too dark out here. Well, farming last night took longer than I thought. I ended up passing out in my house at 2 a.m., did not recover my energy, and did not get to water everything that I needed to. So we have a windy, cloudy day today for fall, which I'm excited to see. Looks like the leaves are blowing around. And yeah, unfortunately some of this stuff did not get watered, which means it did not get to grow. So it stays alive, just does not grow. A bit of a bummer. I'm going to get around and water everything, and then we're going to go forage, because I'd like to see if I can find the other 2 foraging items to complete that bundle next. Oh, I did forget to mention what the recipe was for the loom. 60 wood, 30 fiber, and a pine tar. I don't think I have any of these on a pine tree, so I think I can move one of them now. Now that we've gotten 2 of these, I think I'm actually gonna, whoops, I think I can move this one to a pine tree, and I'm just gonna stick it up on this pine tree up here. So now I think we got 1 on each type of tree again, now that I got everything that I needed. Because we need to go drop 1 of these off at the area. I know it's in the bulletin board, but I'm thinking we might have actually only needed 1. So I might be able to actually keep this other one to use as a recipe. Yeah, definitely get to keep the 1. So we'll keep it and use it as a recipe. Well, there was really not much to forage at all today. I didn't find anything except for in the section over to the right, which I checked at the very end of the day. But I did find a hazelnut and a plum, so those have been put in the chest to get ourselves in the collection. But this is it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Next time on Stardew Valley, our barn will be complete and we'll complete the Foraging Fall Bundle. So hopefully you'll be looking forward to that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. See ya! Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. If you'd like to check out another Let's Play I did, check out my Super Mario World Let's Play for the Super Nintendo by clicking here in the top left. If you'd like to check out my Minecraft server Avius, click here in the top right. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you like what you've seen so far and you have yet to subscribe, click the big banner below.